The Senate will please come to order. We will post the colors. Our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Senator Meek. The clerk will please read the resolution.
House Concurrent Resolution 11, Concurrent Resolution, whereas on August 15, 1947, India used the power of nonviolence to regain independence from Britain after 200 years of colonial rule, and whereas in 2022, people of Indian origin all over the world, including more than 4 million Indian Americans, celebrated the 75th anniversary of India's independence, paying tribute to the many generations who stood up in sacrifice against exploitation, and whereas India is the world's biggest democracy and one of the world's fastest growing economies, and is projected to soon be the most populous country on earth, and whereas India is one of humanity's longest-running civilizations, celebrates a wealth of historical heritage with a richness in art, architecture, cuisine, dance, education, fashion, language, music, and sports, and whereas Oregon is home to numerous individuals of Indian origin who have put down roots, raised families, and contributed their skills and talents to the benefit of the economy, education, government, technology, and arts in this state, and whereas Oregonians of Indian origin cherish their dual heritage and provide a cultural bridge between their communities in Oregon and their roots in India, now therefore be it resolved by the Legislative Assembly of the State of Oregon that we, the members of the 82nd Legislative Assembly, recognize and honor the Indian community as an integral part of our shared journey and extend our heartfelt congratulations and support for the ongoing celebrations of India's independence.
Recognize Senator Sollman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, today I come before you in strong support of HCR11 in honor of the Indian community in Senate District 15, which numbers over 5,000 beautiful neighbors, making up 3.4% of the district. Last August marked the 75th anniversary of India's independence this year. On August 15th, we will celebrate their 76th year of independence by honoring and remembering their struggle. It is important to remember that one of the biggest contributions that India has made to the world is how they obtained their independence. They embraced a movement of nonviolent civil disobedience, a movement that inspired civil rights leaders in the United States, such as Martin Luther King Jr. The Salt March was one such example of a nonviolent response to Britain's Salt Act of 1882, a law that required the people of India to purchase the mineral from British merchants at a high rate. In response, Gandhi and his supporters walked 241 miles in just 24 days to Dundee, where they walked to the beaches and gathered salt as the act of protest. The world owes a debt of gratitude to India for showing us how to fight against oppression and bring about positive change through peaceful means. Despite being a new country, the people of India created their country around the values of democracy and freedom. It must have been an absolutely amazing day on August 15th, 1947, when India's long-sought goal of independence was won. India's first Prime Minister, Nehru, summed up the feelings of his countrymen when he said, and I quote, "A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance." End quote. Colleagues, I urge your support of this important recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Discussion on the resolution. Seeing no discussion, Senator Sollman, do you wish to close? She is not. The question now rises upon the third reading and final adoption of House Concurrent Resolution 11. Those who are of the opinion the measure should be adopted will answer aye as their names are called. Those opposed, no. The clerk will please call the roll.
Lieber. Linthicum. Manning. Meek. Patterson. Przonski. Robinson. Brock Smith. Sollman. Steiner. Taylor. Thatcher. Weber. Woods. Anderson. Bonham. Boquist. Campos. Dembro. Finley. Frederick. Gelser-Bluen. Gerard. Golden. Gorsick. Hansel. Hayden. Jama. Knope. President Wagner.
Aye.
Excused, Gerard, Gorsick, Linthicum, Przonski, Brock Smith. 25 ayes.
House Concurrent Resolution 11, having received a constitutional majority, is declared adopted. Without objection, the remaining House measure will be carried over to the Monday, May 1st, 2023 calendar. Other business of the Senate. Announcements. Seeing no announcements and without objection, the Senate is adjourned until 10:30 a.m. Monday, May 1st.